Hi, this is Raptor producer and show host Dave Klein. For those of you who enjoy the cooking and recipe portion of the shows, here's one for you. We're going to make blackened sheep's head. But first we have to catch them.
That was a little tap and then a big hit. Holy cow. Come on. Tap, tap, wham. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, that's another nice one. Boy, they're beautiful fish. Oh, man. Gorgeous. You open up. Okay, you're good.
Are you keeping this one too?
Yeah, sure, if it's legal.
Yeah, you have a limit of 4.
Okay, limit of 4. All right. Heck yeah, we're gonna eat those. I don't know how we'll eat them yet, but we'll eat them.
Yeah, they are one of the best game fish around.
White meat?
Oh yeah, white meat. I guess they call them poor man's lobster. They have a very sweet, mild flavor.
Okay. Yeah, they call a lot of fish poor man's lobster.
They do. It's very common, but I'd say this one's one of the more accurate.
That was me and my fishing guide, Seth Price from Slack Tide Fishing. Great guy. We've got our sheep's head home. As you can see, I started filleting them, cleaning the fish. You get a nice fillet off both sides. There's plenty of lessons on YouTube for guys that can fillet these really, really well. I just use a very sharp knife. I sharpen my knives every time before I use them. If you got some tougher skin to go through, which these kind of have a lot of scales and they can be tough right up in here, that first cut is the toughest one. So I like to use this little sawing blade, but everybody does their own thing. Personally, I think I'm about getting a Bubba electric knife because I watch the guys on the dock clean them with those and it's like zip, 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 all done. But anyway, so that's it. So I saw through this, then I take the fillet and I carefully come down along here like this, cut it off, and then clean it up. Here's what the fillets look like from one fish. We've got 4 of them to clean, but we're gonna make these fillets tonight into a delicious dish. And just in case you have some bones left in there, always have yourself a nice little, very clean little needle nose pliers, and you can just take the bones out of your fillets if you find some and just like pull them out like this. No big deal. Okay, let's get on to the next part of the meal prep. As with all recipes, you can do it to your own taste. We look for a unique recipe we've never tried before, and so look at this one, blackened sheep's head with basil-lime cream sauce recipe. Well, we have fresh basil out in the yard, and we like a lot of citrus, and so it calls for juice of 1 lime and zest of 1/2 lime and zest of 1/2 lime. We're using the whole lime and the whole zest from the whole lime. So for us, a whole lime, okay? Let's put it together. First of all, what's this?
That's sour cream.
Okay, so sour cream, go ahead. So you now to the sour cream, this is gonna add the zest of a whole lime. This is my wonderful wife who doesn't want to be on film except for her, putting ingredients in. That's okay. What do you got next? Juice of a whole lime going in there with the sour cream. And how much sour cream was that?
1/2 cup.
1/2 cup. And this is for 1 fish, right? We're gonna share 1 fish. We each get a fillet. Okay, that's enough for us. What's next?
And then 1.5 tablespoons of chopped basil.
1.5 tablespoons of chopped basil. There you go. And that's fresh from our garden, right? Mm-hmm. Oh man, look at that. Look at the color of that basil.
Woo!
Yes. Nothing like having a garden where you get garden fresh ingredients out of it. That's part of the fun of having fresh fish. And then what?
Then you have to whisk it.
Now you're whisking it up. Does it say for how long or just till it looks good to you?
Yeah.
I saw that fly out there. It hit me in the toe. Go ahead. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Now what's next?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it for the cream sauce.
That's it for the cream sauce. And then that gets refrigerated and put on top of the fish when it's done. And the fish is going to be blackened, right?
Right.
Okay, but we're not going to put some of the ingredients. It's calling for a jalapeno pepper. And if you like it really zesty, okay, go ahead and put all that stuff in. Put as much cayenne as you want, whatever peppers you want, go for it. We're going to make it a little on the milder side. By the way, let me explain, if I can, a little bit about how these fish got their name, sheep's head. They got the name sheep's head because their teeth kind of look like sheep teeth. See that? See how sheep teeth are used for grinding and stuff? Well, these teeth are used for smashing crab shells and other shells and stuff. So because they look like sheep teeth to people, they call these fish among other names, is sheepshead. Okay, buddy. Okay, so right now we're out in my garden. I want to show you something here. We have a nice garden we can eat out of the garden. We have all kinds of tomatoes and stuff. When I fish, as much as I can help it, nothing goes to waste. So I bring the carcasses home. When I'm done cleaning them, they go in a hole 6-8 inches deep, and they're going to get covered over with dirt. And believe me, you cannot buy a better fertilizer than that. So, like for example, think I'm kidding you? Look at this. Look at this cucumber. All right, that's one cucumber, and I've got a whole bunch more coming. It just does a fabulous job. So think about it. If you have a garden, bring your fish carcasses home and throw them in the garden, cover them with dirt. As long as you have them 6 to 8 inches deep, no critter's gonna mess with them, usually. Okay, and I say usually because there's exceptions to every rule. That's how I do it anyway. When you're finished covering them over, it looks like that. Doesn't look like anything's under there, right? But there's just gobs of nutrition under there, and I've done that in every one of our squares of the garden. And look at the results. There's some tomatoes. There's some more cucumbers. My trellises aren't tall enough to handle them. Same over here. So use the fish. Don't waste it. Okay, we're ready to blacken our sheep's head fillets. Here they go into the pan with some olive oil. And then what happens? We've got the herbs and spices.
Yep.
What do we got here? Cayenne pepper.
Yep.
Oh, put it on there. There you go. Just regular old cayenne pepper. Crushed up cayenne peppers, right? But it's crushed. It's not like the kind you put on pizza, right? Okay. Ooh, it's going. It's going. It's going. What's that? Garlic powder. Okay. Ooh, a liberal dose of garlic powder. Now, see, I love that. It already looks good. What's next? Paprika. Okay, that's going to turn it like a nice color. I mean, you could put almost anything you want on your fish to blacken it. We're going by the recipe. I have a feeling I'm going to put some of my favorite tagine spice on it too. What's that? Basil. Oh, some more basil. Okay, so that's dried, crushed basil leaves, as opposed to the fresh stuff we use in other recipes. Now what happens?
You be patient.
We be patient. Oh, you know, that's my middle name. Okay. All right, looks like it's flipping time. Not always easy. You're lucky if you get it out in one whole piece. It has to go into fourths. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just us. You're not serving it in a fancy restaurant or anything. Oh, man. The aroma is awesome. And I can tell just by looking at the texture of that fish that it's really nice. It's nice, a white, flaky fish. Kind of like a cod, halibut. Nice. Very nice. You think about what these fish eat. Crabs and stuff like that. Shellfish. They got to be tasty, right? I know it's called poor man's lobster, I know, but the guys call every fish that. Good flip, Kath, good flip. Now you're going to re-season them with spices, the same amount on the other side. You reserve half of the spices the recipe called for to put on the flip side of the fish, which is beautiful. So the cayenne pepper, in it goes. Garlic pepper, in it goes. Oh yeah, I can't. That's good. Oh, look at all that garlic powder. Wow. Now, did you put any salt and pepper on this?
I'm going to on this side.
I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on this side. Okay. And that's the, I forget what that is. Paprika, right. And then some crushed dried basil. Oh, I'm telling you, the aroma just keeps getting better and better. And I know that we have a fresh garden salad waiting over there with first cucumbers of the season and first little sun sugar mini tomatoes of the season. So there went some salt. Here comes some pepper. Very satisfying to do that grinder over that fish. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. All right, next is to the plate, right? Okay. So here we go. We have the finished product. We're gonna have some rice here, some beautiful rice. We've got some fresh lime slices. We are going to have this beautiful blackened sheepshead fillet. We've got this beautiful fresh, look at this. This is fresh from the garden. Look at that. Oh, boy, with my wife's homemade dressing, which is really fabulous. Fresh tomatoes and cucumbers. And of course, we have to do this right here. You have to put some of this. This is the creme fraiche, or whatever you call it, that has the lime zest and the lime juice and sour cream. And it goes right on the fish, and I'm not gonna spare any of that. And the idea is that the cool of the sour cream mitigates some of the heat from the peppers. So we'll put that down. I'm gonna taste the fish first, of course. It's really hot. Holy smoke. Wow, is that good? I mean, wow. I'm getting the pepper, a little bit of a kick from the pepper. I got the cooling from the sour cream, and the instant hit you get is the lime flavoring, and then you get the herbs and spices on the fish, and the fish is, it's just fabulous. It's not fishy tasting or anything like that. So that's as good as it gets. There you go. Sheep's head from the Assateague Island area right to the table. I want to thank my guide Seth. He did a fabulous job. I'm going to put his information up there. If you ever want to go out fishing with a guy that can put you on fish, look up Seth. This is Dave Klein for Raptor Adventures. Thanks for being with us. See you next episode.